Welcome back to the channel. This episode, I'd like us to look at the Faang stock, the Faang. Let us look at the Faang. Let us see where the Faangs are on the chart now. We're strictly looking at a technical chart. Let us see what we can get from price action. We'll also have a look at S&P 500, Dow Jones, and Nasdaq. We're still within the correction territory. We're not heading to bear market. However, bond yield and the yield curve, the inversion yield curve, we have seen the 2-year rate very close with the 10 years rate, and usually when you have such scenario, it actually leads to recession. We will have a look at we have a look at the 2 years and 10 years yield curve. We'll have a look at the rate. Let us see what they're also doing. On the Faang stock, what I want us to see is the position, whether they're at the point where we can say we want to buy, whether they're in the buy position. And when I'm talking about the Faang stock, I am talking about the likes of Facebook, which is Meta now, parent company Meta, Amazon, Alphabet, which is Google, Netflix, and then Google all the way around. F-A-A-N-G, Faang. However, on this channel, we will always include Microsoft and Adobe, but we call it Faang stock. But on this channel with Elite Pro, when we mention those stocks, we like to also include Microsoft, especially Adobe. We will also have a look at Nvidia. Nvidia is one stock that you cannot just put on one side. Let's have a look at the chart. Let's see what the stocks are currently doing.
So this is a daily chart for Nasdaq. As you can see, Nasdaq is holding up under a resistance here. This is the support that turns resistant. Support turns resistance. However, we are trading above. We have moved from below 20-day and 50-day moving average to above 20-day and 50-day moving average. So we are still here. There's a resistance here that is holding, is a support turn resistance. But what you need to actually look at is the multiple bullish candles in the last 2 weeks ago or so. That since we bottom around there, we have seen multiple bullish, first with a bullish engulfing and then bullish reversal. So let's have a look at Nasdaq on a weekly chart. On a weekly chart, you can see the same support turn resistance is here, but we are actually still below 50-day moving average on the daily on a weekly chart. But what you can also see here is we were within the channel here. It broke down. Now it's coming back. This same line that serves as support that was broken is now holding as resistance for on the Nasdaq. What we are expecting, what we should be expecting, this is a bullish engulfing candle. So we expect a bullish run, a bullish move, and the next target will be around 1,005 or so, because the 20-day moving average could actually stand here as a resistance, or it could break it forward. But if that happens, which I don't think that will happen this week, the next target we are looking at is up to going back to the high about 1,059 or so. Let's have a look at the Dow. The Dow on this is the Dow on a weekly chart. As you can see, this similar to the Nasdaq. We have a bullish engulfing here on a weekly chart, but it's holding up under the resistance of 20-day and 50-day moving average. That's a strong resistance. Here is actually a strong point. It has held there as support that was broken. It broke it down here. Now it's back there, so it's holding. So it's a significant point. I mean, it's a pivotal point. Let me use the word pivotal point here. Let's have a look at it on a daily chart. On a daily chart, as you can see, the same support term resistance here is very significant because it has actually held as support and was broken. You know, what you need to see was, okay, we bottom around here, and after then it came up, then, we consolidated around there for a while. Then this bullish run, this is the bullish engulfing, which is also a reversal. I mean, after the bullish engulfing, we had about one, two, three, four, four bullish engulfing. Then there's a resistance here. We've actually consolidated that here around for the whole of the week. Last week we were all here. Now is the 200-day moving average is actually the resistance, holding as a resistance for Dow. Let's have a look at Dow again on a weekly chart. Yeah. Then let's go to the S&P 500. The S&P 500. This is the weekly chart. As you can see, that they are very similar in technically. The charts are similar. Here is a resistance, is a support term resistance. Is a support term resistance, and you can see the 20-day moving average is serving as the resistance there. But what you also need to observe here again on here, it's like we were consolidating around there, within this channel, and it broke this channel down. Now it's about to break it on the upside, but it's holding the 20-day moving average is holding as a resistance here. But you can see this is a bullish engulfing. So we actually expect a bullish run after this. Let's see how this week will go. But let's have a look at it on a daily chart. On a daily chart, we have support tone resistance tone support, which is normal. At least we're used to that word now. Also, we actually bottom here. After the bottom, we went up, down again, and then we had this little consolidation here before we now have this one, two, three, four, five candle, bullish run, for consecutive 5 days. Then we actually here under the resistance here for a couple of days. We close under this resistance, but we are above 20-day and 50-day moving average. And we're actually above 200-day moving average on an S&P 500. So either we consolidate around here for, throughout next week, or we break this on upside, then we're looking at 4,554, thereabout. Let's now have a look at each of the Faang stock. Let's start with the Meta, which is Facebook. Meta actually bottom around 185 or so. We all know that Meta has lost a lot in market cap and all that, but it actually bottom here around 185. After then, this big gap this big gap down that happened during their earning declaration will have to be filled one way or the other. But on metal, what you need to know is that we are now trading above 20-day moving average, below 50-day moving average, but we've seen some bullish run. I cannot say that we are out of the wood yet on metal. I would be looking at if we are beginning to be above 50-day moving average. But if you haven't bought the dip on metal, you can. This is a good position to actually try to buy it. 221 is a good support with tons resistance position. However, this is a big gap to fill. The big gap to fill. Let's have a look at it on a weekly chart. weekly chart. On a weekly chart, we're still below 200-day moving average. Let me just remove all this line that has been drawn and on the way down when it was going down. Yeah, this is a solid resistance tons support tone resistance, and it's still valid. Let me do this as well. This is still very much valid as well. Here, still very much valid. Also here, which is the current one, holding as a resistance, it has actually held as a support in the past. So we are still below 200-day moving average. Yeah, you still need to be very careful about buying metal around here. For example, if you want to buy about 10, you could buy 5 and wait for it to be above 200-day moving average before you could add, all the position you want to have on metal. I actually bought the dip. So this is Amazon chart, Amazon daily chart. You need to look at this is significant. Look at it. We've had a strong bullish run here after we bottom. In fact, it's an outstanding bullish run. Look at it. It is a strong bullish run. However, we are the 200-day moving average is serving as resistance. We are above 20-day and 50-day moving average. Also, for Amazon, this is a very strong support that turns resistance. Yes, the strong support that turns resistance. Let's have a look at it on the weekly chart. The weekly chart. The weekly chart, as you can see, this line has been there before, so it's a strong resistance point. But Amazon has actually had a good run up since the announcement of the stock split. It's now trading $3,295. Here you can see that Amazon, there's another resistance here, which we can also say we were trading within this channel and it broke it down. He attempted it, and again, now is at the head. It is serving as resistance here. So we're still below. We're slightly above 20-day moving average on a weekly chart for Amazon. Let's have a look at Apple. Apple is the second alphabet in Faang for Faang is a double FAA, FAAN G and yeah, Faang. Okay, this is Apple. Let's have a look at it on a daily chart. This is Apple on a daily chart. In fact, okay, I already viewed this earlier when I was looking at the chart. Apple, we went within this channel and it actually broke it. Look at it. It has a good bullish run. In fact, Apple should be looking at about this is a significant level of support on resistance. So we should be looking at this coming week, buying all, all other information, news, bullish and all that. We could be looking at around 180. We could be looking at around 180 for Amazon. Sorry, for Apple. So Apple, sorry about that. Now we are looking at this position. Let's have a look at it on a weekly chart. Okay, on a weekly chart, well, this big gap that you see was during the split. Yeah, it was a split of Apple 4-1. Yeah, and that happened sometimes last year. But ever since then, I mean, this is the weekly chart, so you can see the candles are actually tiny. Apple has had a good run, till recent. Let's have a look at Netflix. Netflix Netflix. Netflix is another stock within the Faang. Netflix. Netflix. This is Netflix. Netflix stock has had has plummeted within the after the last earning. Chart is coming up. Yeah, we had a big gap down, and it actually came back to about 400 or so. Then it dropped down again. I actually don't have Netflix in my portfolio, but I actually want to have it one way or the other. I actually missed the point again, the point which I wanted to have it. So I believe that Netflix might still come back to around 359 or so. Yeah, but we are trading just slightly above 20-day moving average. This could just be a good time to add Netflix to your position if you haven't done that. We are we are below 50-day moving average and also 200-day moving average. Let's have a look at it on a weekly chart. On a weekly chart, it is coming up. On a weekly chart, as you can see, we're still below 200-day moving average. For Netflix might still have, you have to be cautious. We're above 200-day moving average on a weekly chart. Be cautious in adding Netflix. Check their financial statement, check every other information. I just got a news that they acquired some game features, game company like that. But be careful. Be sure that this is good for your portfolio. Yeah, let's have a look at Alphabet, which is the G Alphabet. This is Alphabet. Alphabet is also doing split of about 20 to 1. As you can see, Alphabet is still on a bullish run. The chart is still very bullish, even though we had here, okay, let me use the right. Here we had, we actually came down. Oh, okay. I already do this in the past, which it didn't come up because of network. Let me do this. Let me remove this. Okay. So let's go back to daily chart. On a daily chart, as you can see, there's a strong support tone resistance here, just like the other ones. Also, there's a strong bullish move that we did recently after it bottomed around here. We are above 50-day and 20-day moving average. In fact, we are above 200-day moving average on Alphabet, but we are holding up here on a support tone resistance. Also, there's another level here, another level there on a daily chart, but we are above 200. We are above 200-day, above 50-day, 20-day moving average. So let's have a look at it on a weekly chart. On a weekly chart, here you have the support tone resistance, but we are below. We are above 50-day, but below 20-day moving average on a weekly chart. As you can see, here it was a channel here. He broke the channel down. It attempted it and hit it, come back again. Now is about to hit it again. That's the resistance. But we are above, we were just below 20-day moving average on Alphabet. Alphabet, with the price of Alphabet 2,830. Well, at this position, Alphabet is still a buy. You will get 20 for 1 after the stocks split in June. Then let's have a look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA is not part of Faang, but on this channel, every time we cover Faang, we cover NVIDIA and Microsoft. So let's have a look at NVIDIA on a daily chart. Okay, I'm having network each. Okay, sorry about that. This is in Nvidia. Nvidia had, similar to many other stocks, had a bullish run the last couple of days. We are above 20-day and 50-day, but below 200-day moving average. But we're here is a support. It's actually held on a support here, and I think is a significant one. It has held in the past, but overall, Nvidia actually bottomed around 214 here, in the recent correction. But it has had a run up to 276. Let's have a look at it on a weekly chart. On a weekly chart, yeah, this was as a result of the stock split. It had a stock split recently, that was last year. So, and after then, it has reached about 351 or 55, then under the correction. But now, see, this is a strong bullish engulfing candle, and we have had another strong bullish candle here on a weekly chart, which is holding on a um, under a resistance, which is 20-day moving average for NVIDIA. Let's have a look at Microsoft. Microsoft is another stock that you just cannot ignore Microsoft. We always say that instead of Netflix, it should have been Microsoft, but for Jim Cramer, he knows why he chose. Anyway, Microsoft is holding up on the resistance on a weekly chart. We are above 50-day moving average, but below 20-day moving average. The resistance, once that resistance is broken, we are likely to just consolidate around within this channel. Here, he actually broke it down, then attempts to hit it up again. Let's have a look at it on a daily chart. On a daily chart, Microsoft is just one of those stocks that you should have. You should have it in your portfolio. Microsoft is a value stock. I have network each. Okay, now we can see on a daily chart, Microsoft is actually on the resistance here. We are above 20-day and 50-day moving average. In fact, the 200-day moving average is serving as a resistance there on a daily chart. But what you need to see, let me just draw this so you can see that it was actually, yeah, he actually trended down and he broke it. He broke the channel. See, it was within here and he broke it on the upside here. Then he's holding on the resistance here. Yeah, the 200-day moving average is resistance here for Microsoft on a daily chart. Microsoft at this price, well, I think you might watch this week since it ended up as a pin, yeah, as a bearish pin here. It could also come down, maybe around 290 or something, then you can buy it. I mean, so Microsoft is one of those stocks that you should have in your portfolio. Is there another stock we talked about? Adobe. Yes, Adobe. I have Adobe in my own portfolio. I've just added Adobe recently. I mean, I added to my position in the recent um, correction. This coming up. Sorry about that, guys. Just a little hicks on the network. Adobe. Now you can see the Adobe is up. It's trending down. It was down. It was down here. Yes. As you can see, he broke out of this channel that was doing lower high, higher low, lower low, lower high, down, and he broke it on the upside there. In fact, there was a gap here, a gap up, which has to be filled one way or the other. But we are trading above 20-day, below 50-day moving average. Adobe is it's currently 431. I mean, Adobe is a buyer at this position, but you need to use your own metric, check your, be sure it's good for you. Don't just buy because I mentioned it here. And here is actually there was a support here that has been broken as well. Yeah, for Adobe. Guys, be careful. Do not just buy these stocks because you watch a program on a YouTube.
We have seen the technical chart. We have seen the price action for Faang stocks. We've seen that of Adobe as well, with Nvidia. They are not part of Faang, but we include them on this channel, and also Microsoft. We have also looked at the yield curve, the 2 years and 10 years. Are we heading to recession? I'm not sure. I don't know. What does the chart tells us? It tells us that, look, we're at the risk of inversion, which can lead to recession with higher energy price, and the Ukraine and Russia war is escalating. It's not looking good. Is the US going to be in the recession for, would the recession last? If we go into the recession, it could be up to 2 years or less. However, the Fed knows what it needs to do. They will do whatever it takes, to avert going into recession. That's what I believe. Anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. We continue to produce content that will support your investment journey. Thank you.